guys, going to take a look at Crazy Dreams by Paul Brady, one of my favourite songs ever. Okay, so Paul Brady does this in the key of D sharp, but he's actually playing in the key of D, if that makes sense. I know it's a bit crazy to understand, but we're in the key of D, but the very fact we've put a capo on here puts it into D sharp. But anyway, standard tuning except for the low E string, we'll drop it down to this, so it sounds the same as a D. That gives us a drop D tuning, it's called. And as I say, then we'll put the capo at the first fret, fret 1, and that puts us in the key of D sharp. But the chords, I'm thinking still key of D. Even though it's D sharp, I'm thinking the key of D. So in my mind, I know that's a D sharp in terms of sound, but I see it as a D chord because I recognize it as a D chord. We'll have a G chord. That chord there, all I'm doing is, because of the low string being tuned down a tone, we'll have to play this note up 2 frets. So for my G chord, I'm moving it up from here to here. So it's, in this situation, it's a fret 6. I'm going to mute the A string and play the open strings, but I'm not going to worry about playing the first string. And that becomes my G chord. And my A chord, I'm going to play it here. There's a dot here at fret 3, fret 2. How you call these fret numbers, you know what, it's open for debate. It's basically however you see it and whatever convenient for you at the time. But I'm going to call them by their dot numbers, or sorry, reference to the dot markers, because it's easier for me to see. So that's a fret 3. Or fret 2 if you prefer, you decide. I don't want to make a decision on that. Anyway, the shapes, major, minor thirds. I'm not going to get into the theory too much, well, not at all actually. If you want to understand the theory, just fire me an email and we can arrange a Zoom, Skype lesson or whatever to get into all the theory of this. But it's major, minor thirds. And I'll just plot these out for you, starting on the B string. So it'll be B, B11, G12. Moving that down to 9 and 10, fret 8. Do that twice. That was then 6 and 7, 4 and 5, to the G, in brackets G sharp. The second part is similar. What we'll do is we'll just run down the first selection of notes again. We've got to there so far. We're just going to add this. Is this fret 2? Is it fret 3? You decide. We're playing that. Open strings. So the two parts together slowly. Second part. And that's the main bulk of the song. So say the chord is, the song's going between D and G, and at one point it goes to the A or A7 chord. For the A7 chord, there's a nice little section that happens over that. But we can do this little run up. These are Mixolydian 6 or 6 Mixolydians, whatever or however you want to name them. In the key of A. Capo's on again, A sharp, but thinking the key of A. And I'll plot these out. These are on the B and D strings. Both at fret 3, because I'm using my dot markers. Fret 3. That's frets then 4 and 5. Both at fret 6. Both at fret 8. That's 9 and 10. And finally 11 and 12. So that. And then that takes very simple. 6, 5, 3, open. So if I play this part, that A section, A sharp in brackets. Back to our original. And the only other thing we can, or not the only other thing we can add to that, but a part that I notice Paul Brady does when he's doing his acoustic solo live, he adds this A, G, D. So if I put all the parts together, anyway, hope that wasn't too confusing with the capo thing and the fret numbers. But just watch the video again. Watch the video again, and you know, just go through it slowly, and I'm sure you'll get it with practice. Anyway, hopefully that helps. All the best. Cheers.